I know you gon' kill it, bro. Ken, you got me?
In the ghost house, in the ghost house.
I'm gonna knock these ad-libs out. Roll up. Ghosthouse Studios.
Yeah. We blowing clouds in the ghost house. We rolling loud in the ghost house. Break it down in the ghost house.
Break it down.
Bring a pound to the ghost house. We blowing clouds in the ghost house. We rolling loud in the ghost house. Break it down in the ghost house. Bring a pound to the ghost house. We blowing clouds in the ghost house. We rolling loud in the ghost house. Break it down in the ghost house. Shit. Bring a pound to the ghost house.
That's right. What is up, y'all? We're doing it again. Welcome. Good evening. Hope y'all are doing well. Good to see some of y'all filling up already. I love to see the chat filling up, the room filling up. It's such a beautiful thing. After so long of coming on here and just seeing nobody, seeing some of y'all on here is such a beautiful thing. So welcome. Good evening. You are now in the Ghost House. My name is Rich. Happy to see you. We are live from Denver, Colorado. Beautiful day here in Denver, Colorado. Absolutely gorgeous out. Actually, not lying today. It was a little hot at times, but mostly pretty nice. I was outside a decent amount of the day. Took a little walk to downtown, and all is good. Worked a little bit today. Had a good day in here. Hope you all have been doing good wherever you all are. I just wanted to start off the stream by once again just saying thank you. Last time we were on here Sunday night, amazing stream. It was just so active and busy. We had a lot of great music, a lot of new people. We didn't get to all the songs. That was kind of a first. Usually we get to everything. Had to cut it off. We went pretty late. But it was a short stream, and it was a fun stream. So thank everyone thank you all. Thank everyone who was there, everyone who submitted music and hung out and bought subs, gifted subs, all that good stuff. So crazy when that happens. Yeah. So we're in the middle of June. We are, we're kind of in the thick of summer, right? And it's been hot and. It's a good time of year. It feels very stirred up. It's like they taught you in school. When it's hotter, the molecules are moving around faster. When it's cold, everything's frozen in place. It doesn't move. Things just kind of stay in place. When it's hotter, things are all stirred up, moving around. Feels good. Very active in the city. A lot of people out and about. A lot going on. A lot of people taking trips. And just living life. So you love to see it. And again, hope everything is well by y'all. As usual, we do have a couple things to start off the stream today. I did pull up a couple little articles and odds and ends to take a look at. And so we'll do that while people are filtering in, and we'll build up an audience for y'all's music. What's up, Chemistry? Hello, welcome. Yeah. Please hit the feedback command if you have music to share with us, and we'll play it on stream in just a bit. We're warming up the stream. Just signed online, and usually like to give a little bit of time to let people filter in. We do review music on this stream. We listen to music. We talk about music. We share our music, and been building up a fun community of producers and musicians here, and a lot of very talented people hanging out, listening to the music that gets posted. So yeah, just to start off the stream, I have a couple little things we'll discuss for a little bit, and then we'll get into some songs in just a couple minutes. So welcome, and thank you for being here. Is there a specific genre? No, not at all. We take all kinds. Let me just introduce myself to you and to anyone else who's lurking out there. My name is Rich. I've been an audio recording engineer for over 15 years now. Started in South Florida. Been working in Denver for over a decade. I work with all different genres of music, all different types of music. Started out recording punk and metal and very experimental bands in South Florida, noisy bands and hip-hop and all sorts of crazy things. And I've worked on such a diversity of music over the course of my career. What's up, Lucy? Welcome back. Yes, hope you're well as well. Good to see you. Yeah, I heard some cool music from Lucy Sunday night. You were in Sunny Isles. I started off my career in Pompano Beach, a little north of Fort Lauderdale. And my family lives in Boca Raton. They still live in Boca Raton. I go and visit from time to time. But don't spend much time in Florida these days. There are a lot of things I miss about Florida. Florida had a lot going on. Great state. Underrated state. People like to malign Florida. Unfairly, I would say. It's got its pros and its cons. Fuck this state. Yeah. But, that's how I felt when I left. And now I'm telling you here, a good 13 years later, there are things I really miss. You said you came from Manhattan. You go from Manhattan down to Florida, maybe it's a downgrade. Florida to Denver, maybe it's an upgrade. But there are things that I miss, There are things that I miss. Very active culture in Florida. I saw a musician once talking about not the tax incentives. No, it was a active, creative place. Denver's a very sleepy city sometimes. People go out in the morning, they go in the mountains, they come home, they eat dinner, they go to bed. That's what it feels like, at least. It's not like that, but sometimes it feels like that. But what was I gonna say? Something about Florida. Something I miss about Florida? Can't remember. Lost my train of thought. Guys, there's a lot going on in Florida. There are things I miss. Very active down there. A lot going on. Oh, I remember. I read an interview with some musician who had relocated from New York to Miami. I can't remember what the musician was, but like Latin jazz or something like that, I think, like a big name in that. And he was saying the talent pool in Miami was their insane amount of the most talented people in the world you've ever met, and they're all ready to take a phone call and come into the studio at 3, 4 in the morning. Everyone's just up all the time. People are partying all the time. They're looking for shit to do. People don't sleep. My sleep schedule in Florida was so weird, and I kind of carried it over to here. I'm all hours of the evening out here. That's why we're streaming late at night. We're going to be going till about 2 in the morning. It's about 9 p.m. in Denver. We're going to be going for about 5 hours tonight. Going to have a nice long stream. So let's start with some of these things I pulled up. Let's move the stream forward. Hopefully these sounds are triggering. I can't really hear them that well when I hit the soundboard, but some of them I hear kind of peeking through. Let's move the stream forward. So a couple articles, just in a lot of things going on in the world of music news today. A lot of things came up when I was searching around, doing my usual stream preparation. A couple of stories we'll follow up on that I had kept track of before, and a couple new things I want to bring to your attention. And if we'll try to go quickly through these, but if there are any comments, feel free to chime in. Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, you lose more than 1 million music subscribers in the UK. 1 million subscribers less between all these services than last year. Mostly young people in the millennial age range. 33% of people canceling their subscriptions cited a need to save money. The percentage of people under 35 having access to a music subscription has dropped from 57 to 53%. Last year. Are you guys proud customers of any of these music services, or who needs them? Is it who needs them now? I've been a Spotify user since day one. I always loved it, but maybe it's kind of getting to the point where who needs it? The same way that I don't feel like I need cable TV or even Netflix, really. Do I need Spotify? Not proud, but you have to. Look, when we're all creators here. I don't really go, I'm not really looking for royalties necessarily. Dub like Spotify. When I first found Spotify, I thought it was like a godsend. I'm like, this is unreal. Chemistry loves Spotify. I just as a music listener, when we went from having no Spotify to having Spotify, this in the U.S. was about 2010. What a game changer. Now you're onto video podcasts? Ooh, yeah, me too. I watch a lot of those on YouTube and other websites. What are you into, Dub? Welcome to the stream. What is up, Asnadel? Welcome. Good evening. Hope you're well. We're kicking off the stream with just some discussion while people filter in and get your feedback in the queue. I see you guys got a bunch in there already. We'll get in those in just a minute. We there are a couple things we like to talk about at the beginning of the stream. It took a while before the metal acts you fuck with made the transition to Spotify. Now you don't have to wait for a hard copy. Yeah. It's just as a music listener, I mean, come on. Can you really beat just anything ever more or less that you want to hear? Like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't get on Spotify. That's kind of why I wanted to ask on here, because on here, it's a lot of SoundCloud users. You get some Bandcamp users. And it's like I use all those services here and there, but most of my listening is on Spotify and has been for well over 10 years now. So I wanted to know if any of y'all are considering canceling, like it says here, that people are canceling. Oh, let me put this here. People are canceling their Spotify. Cantor's research finds that younger subscribers are canceling because of limited music selection, technical difficulties, too many ads, in addition to too much money. Yeah. And now, I see Lucy pointed out that you want to pay for the music, and that's fine. Hopefully we all do want to support the artists that we like any way we can. It's makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're a little above and beyond the average listener. Maybe you're a fan of certain artists. You want to support them. But here's the thing. If a large percentage of Spotify's customers are canceling their subscription because it's too much money. And again, I remember when Spotify was brand new, I was beyond happy to spend my $10 a month in exchange for access to all that music. It seemed like the best deal in the world. Now, with so many things clamoring for your attention and your dollar, is it too much? Is it just another service you can cut? Why go to Spotify and listen to an ad on Spotify when you could go to YouTube and listen to an ad if you're not a paying customer? And if you are a paying customer, are you listening to enough music to make it worth it? I don't think it's too much money either. Yup, Spotify dies and Audius becomes king. I don't know much about Audius. People do not seem to like Spotify nowadays. It seems to have a little bit of a bad reputation. People think they pay too little, and maybe they do. I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm not sure myself if that's true. I think most people do not have enough plays. Is their model even profitable yet? I don't know. It's a good question. Haven't they been profitable? I know a lot of these companies aren't. You haven't checked their earnings since the IPO. That's beyond me. You think Audius is going to be huge? The most forward-thinking platform? Audius is a new one for me. I'm not familiar with that. You tell me about Audius. Brand new streaming platform. It's brand new. Doesn't YouTube compress in a junkier way? Yes, I believe so. But Spotify, people say it sounds worse than the alternatives. These growth firms. Yeah, that's kind of our whole economy right now. That's a big part of why we're crashing, right? Like so many companies just, giving services away to get people on board. And then all of a sudden the prices of these services are doubling and tripling. I don't know much about Audius, but maybe it's the future. Okay, let's move it along. Next, we have this story I kind of saw a little while ago, and we have an update. Fortet wins royalty battle over streaming music. I don't know if any of y'all saw about this before. Fortet was having an issue with his label, which is Domino. I don't know if any of y'all have listened to Fortet. I bet you Lucy has listened to Fortet. I bet you Asnadel has listened to Fortet. I bet you both of you guys probably know Fortet quite well. Dub met Fortet in Brooklyn last Halloween. What a cool, humble guy. Hell yeah. Yeah, probably a couple Fortet fans here. Very insanely talented artist. And so interesting story here. He sued his label. Now, I didn't know the exact what he was actually suing about. I just heard that he sued his label, and the label responded by pulling the albums. That's what I heard. Domino, they were having an issue, and Domino pulled the albums, and that's the point that I heard about the story. But here, the lawsuit was about, he said he was getting a 13.5% royalty rate when his music is downloaded or streamed. 13.5%. And he said this rate is unfair and he wants a 50% split. And his argument, maybe this wasn't his argument, but a point that was made in here that was kind of interesting to me was, here, look, it says here, this result. So he won this lawsuit. They settled. They agreed to up his royalty rate from 13% to 50% and to pay back payments. Domino agreed to all this in a settlement. Okay? And look at this sentence here. The result can set a legal precedent for contract disputes in the music business where royalty rates have been subject to heavy scrutiny since last year's inquiry into blah, blah, blah. Wait, that's not the sentence I was looking for. Where is it? The deal was signed before. Okay, so here we go. This is a bad precedent. Hold on. Well, listen to the details because I think it's interesting. I don't know if it's a bad precedent. So he had an old record contract from 2001. This is from 20 years ago, okay? And the deal was signed before the advent of downloads and streams, and his dispute hinged on whether those methods of accessing his music could be defined as a sale or a license. The difference is far from academic because artists receive 50% of royalties from a license, but a much lower figure from a sale. Now, I don't know, are any of y'all signed to a contract where these numbers were coming up and it was pertinent? Do any of y'all, maybe some of y'all know the distinction better than I do, but is there a typical royalty rate for a stream? Now, a stream already is not paying anything, right? A stream is paying nothing. Dub's an aspiring artist manager. Dub is interesting. I'm looking forward to hearing some of your music. Look, you're first in the queue tonight, Dub. Very cool. Hell yeah, we'll hear your music in just a bit. Don't forgive me if we just talk about a couple things for a while here. You don't think it's public what the royalty rate off of a stream actually is? Well, a stream is already paying very little, and so if you are only getting, the sales royalty percentage of that, yeah, I mean like 15%. Of the stream, that's pretty rough, So would this be a bad precedent to say that streams are, you're licensing the music for a use rather than selling it? Because that's technically what they are, right? Newer electronic labels are doing 50-50 splits on royalties from streams. Yeah. So this might be just kind of an out-of-date contract, and maybe they're just kind of updating it to what the standard has become in the last couple of years. I don't know. But it's interesting that he won. Again, it was a settlement, but they thought it was worthwhile to settle and give him seemingly what he asked for. And so interesting distinction there, and congrats to Fortet. He'll be making a little bit more money off of his albums, which are genius, and they'll be available on streaming instead of removed as a bargaining tool from his label. Some real, not heated. Fortet's not like a heated guy, but he had some, very public tweets about this. Interesting. Fortet wins royalty battle. Another lawsuit, lawsuit here, contract related. H.E.R. sues label for release on 7-year California contract statute. So look at this. H.E.R. signed to MBK Entertainment in 2011 when she was 14 years old. And now with the entire, industry out in California with the film industry, they have a developed entertainment law out there, and there's a statute that says you can't have a contract last more than 7 years, I believe, is just straight up what it says. Something to that effect, to prevent things like this from happening, from someone getting scooped up when they're a child and signed to a bad contract that goes on forever. So she's saying, this was signed in 2011. She's saying, why am I still abiding to the terms of this contract? This is illegal by California law, blah, blah, blah. And so interesting one here. See what happens there. But yeah, a bunch of contract lawsuits today. A couple more things to look at here. We might skip one or two of these. Maybe let's skip this. No, wait. Let's go to this, and then we'll skip this. Beyonce and Drake Putting out house albums, big news. You know, I don't generally talk about like new releases here, but anyone heard these? I haven't listened to either of them. But apparently they're quite dancey, clubby, housey. Are we out of the introspective pandemic album phase and into the roaring 20s party phase with these artists? And another little music law note of interest in this article. This is just on bbc.co.uk. This is the most generic Beyonce and Drake are making house music article there is. But look at this in the first couple paragraphs here. Beyonce has a new single, Break My Soul. We won't be playing that on stream because I don't want to get copyright stricken. But it's talking about how it's 1990s inspired. She gave writing credits on the album to this duo who wrote the song Show Me Love. Now, I don't know all the classic house songs. This is not something I'm super familiar with, but, you know, I know that there are classic house songs. And so this is a 90s song, Show Me Love. She gave a writing credit to the two composers of that song, but her song doesn't borrow anything from that song except the preset bass sound. And I took a listen. It's a very very saturated, distorted kind of 90s stabby synth bass. So it mentions this in the article. She just used a sound, or whoever produced, used a preset on the Korg M1 keyboard. It's like a fuzzy blippy bass sound, I think. What's up, Mr. Chiquino? Good to see you. Remember your name? I know you were hanging out on the stream for a little bit before, a few days ago. I don't remember if we heard music from you. What's up? On God, no cap. On God.
On God, no cap.
Agreeing with the stream title. You know exactly what patch and card the bass sound on the M1 was. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. So not only... and Beyonce has done stuff like this before. Didn't she give a credit to someone who she borrowed like a lyric for, but like reconstituted it and didn't really... I forget what it was. She's given credit to people who are clear influences even when she hasn't actually like taken from them or interpolated from them. What's up? Yeah, Asnadal, Chiquino. What's the group of letters Asnadal's roommate goes by? I can't remember. But yeah, everyone's here. The whole 400 gang is here. Everyone's here. We're all hanging out. Yeah, so I don't know. Kind of funny that I mentioned all that in the article. But yeah, it's just saying, you know, these guys dropping some big club bangers. I haven't heard them. Haven't heard the new Drake. Haven't heard the new Beyonce. Probably a little... I don't know how much I want to listen to either of these, actually. Any of y'all heard it? Any of y'all heard it? Are they good? I don't know how fast I'm rushing to check out the new Drake, the new Beyonce. I'll check out a new Kanye. Always got room for a new Kanye. All right, so, you know, whatever. Last thing here, and then we're getting into music in just a minute. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. This is the last thing I want to show you. Prowling on Twitch. Acute. That's right. Prowling on Twitch. Bored. Well, you know, we try to alleviate that here. Hang up by the stream. I got something to show you right now I think is very cool, actually. Here's, look at this. How you can't not like this. Look at this. Doodle Station. Doodle Station is a beautiful music furniture. Beautifully music furniture? I don't know why it's an adverb there. You like the music news thing? Thank you. I do too. I think it's a good way to kind of pad out the beginning of the stream a little while people come in and settle in and hang out. And, you know, sometimes it might sift through people who just want to dump a song and then leave. We don't mind those. Guys, I hope you all are still hanging around. We're doing music next. We already got like 5 songs in the queue, so hopefully all you guys are hanging out tonight. We're about to start right soon. Right soon. Yeah, I'm trying to clip all of these. I haven't done it for all the ones in the past because there have been issues, but going forward, I'm going to try to clip all of these stream starts, make highlights out of them, and toss them on YouTube. So if you guys just want to recap the little news and articles and beginning of the stream stuff, I'll have clips of those I'll try to do all of them. Yeah, so have you guys seen this? Probably not, but maybe you've seen other things from this this synth builder. Look at this. I mean, this is a wacky thing. I don't know how to pronounce this. This it's not a company. It's a guy. Love Hultén. Can't remember where this dude is from. Let's check out the Twitter. From Sweden. Yeah, I was gonna say Sweden. I didn't want to be wrong. This dude builds wild, kind of like enclosures, interfaces for synthesizers. Look at this. So these are hard to get. You can't really just like order one of these off Guitar Center or Thomann or whatever. These are handmade, one of one. Built, for clients specifically, whatever. But, I've seen people find a way to get these and they get them. And so he has a new one that he's showing off. 37 key keyboard. I don't know what all this is, but there's a video. Look at this. There's the sound. Look at this. This is the visualizer. What is it? Like, can you imagine just having this in your place? This is some next level shit. Just all the detail that goes into this. So yeah, a lot of the time these are, he'll just take a mini log or whatever, an analog synth, a mid-range analog synth, and just kind of build something like this for it, just to make it a lot more fun. I feel like it makes it sound better when you do that. What is that? What is all this? Right? Oh my God. How could you not want this? So that's just this new one. That's just this new one. And I pulled up his YouTube channel. There are some wild ones here. Is this an actual tape synth? A tape delay? I don't even know what's going on some of these things. This was, I saw this one a little while ago. It's like NES styled synth. I think is the idea that you could play the sounds from the cartridges. I don't know how you would even do that. Yeah. Let's all make some money so we could get this guy to build us some wacky shit. Fuck you for showing me this. Yeah, just more shit to want that we'll probably never have. But maybe we can have it. Look at this. Chemistry was so happy to hang out and then has to run. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, you're a little into the queue. Okay, sorry. We're about to start the music now. We'll play your song and just check it out on the VOD. Appreciate you being here. Sorry to not get to your song in time. But this is just how we do this stream. It's the pace. We gotta figure it out. Gotta get it going. But this is pretty much all I wanted to show you all today. Yeah, so the Doodle Station by Love, what is it? Love Hultén. New thing to lust over. Wild design synth piece of art here. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, let's jump into some music. Thank you all for being here. So real quick, just while I set it up, I'll just hit you with the re-intro one more time. My name is Rich. We are in my studio here in Denver, Colorado. This is the Ghosthouse. Coming to you live from the Ghosthouse. As Nato, I agree. It's been wild how cool the people showing up here are, and people have been hanging out, and it's blowing my mind. Twitch consistently blows my mind just with just with the talent level on here, and how easy it is to meet people on here. I really do enjoy Twitch. I've said this over and over again so many times, but Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, I don't want to fuck with any of that shit. This I'm trying to be on more and more and more. I want to be on Twitch full time with the studio. That's the goal. We're gonna make it happen, full time. So yeah, thank y'all for being here, and yeah, everyone has been cool as fuck. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's sharing great music. Some really talented, really talented music makers here. Some funny people here. I love when you're playing a song and someone's just like, this makes me want to punch a bald eagle in the face. You're like, yeah, I can see it. All right. So to kick off the stream, we got one from Dub, who is new. Your shit is disinteresting? That's not how I remember it. You mean you're just the process, or like how you put together something? I don't know. Who knows? So we got one from Dub to kick off the stream. So it's Radio Ghosthouse, you guys. We're about to get into it. Dub, get ready because we're gonna ask. We want to get to know you. So let's throw it back here. Wait, hold on. Let's just let it all load. Hold on. Don't play yet. So you know what time it is, guys.
Radio Ghosthouse.
That's right. We are here live on Radio Ghosthouse. You know, I asked for more Radio Ghosthouse drops, and many people said they would, and nobody has delivered. Guys, Radio Ghosthouse. You are now listening. You are in tune. You're now in the zone. I need all this shit. All I got is this.
Radio Ghosthouse.
So I gotta click it over and over and over again. But yeah, it's Radio Ghosthouse. Let's go. We're gonna listen to your music. I'm happy to give feedback if there's anything in particular you want me to pay attention to. Let me know. Thanks for enjoying. Thanks for putting 67 OTTs on the snare.